it's the chord melody for Twinkle Twinkle Little Star in the key of C with all the melody notes on the A string. So I mean, this may not actually be the way you actually want to play it, but I think it's a good exercise to pick out the melody notes and then look up and try to figure out chords that'll work for those melody notes that are played at certain locations. So let's just let's take a quick look at the chord sheet. We're going to start off on the C chord, twinkle, twinkle. So that second twinkle, we're still playing the C chord. And so the melody note for that second twinkle is going to be the A string at the 10th fret. So we're going to have to find a C chord that's going to match that. And then the next chord, little, is F, and that's going to be up to the 12th fret. So this is kind of an overview. So let me just go over the melody notes on the A string for you. We're going to start off with that C chord, basic C chord, A string, 3rd fret. So this is the first melody note. 3. We go up to the 10th fret, 12th, back to 10, 8, 7, 5, 3, up 10 again, 10, 8, 7, 5, again, 10, 8, 7, 5, back down to 3, 10, 12, back to 10, 8, 7, 5, and 3. So as you see, the first chord is the C chord, so it's pretty simple. You just strum all down strings and hit that A string, that's the melody note. I'm going to have to go up to the 10th fret. So remember what I said in the first video. We need to know how the ukulele is tuned. These top 3 strings are G, C, E. Are those all notes in a C chord? Yeah. So technically we can just fret this A string at the 10th fret and strum everything else, and that's a C chord. If you look on the handout, I guess the second C chord that's shown, we're playing this, and also then we're playing E string at the 8th fret. That's another way to play the C chord, just adds a little different sound if you can hear it. A little different inversion. So twinkle, 10. Pretty simple so far, right? The next melody note's on the 12th fret, and if you look at the chord sheet, that's an F chord. So basically, if you know how to play the G chord, basic G chord down here, we're going to play that same shape, except up at the 12th fret, and we're only going to strum the bottom 3 strings. Remember, this is a G, and that's not a note in the F chord. We can try to do some other fingering, but since you're high up, it's a little harder to play areas tight. Just strum the bottom 3 strings. We're going to go back to that 10th fret, and you can play either way. Now, how I wonder what you are. The how is an F chord, and that's the 8th, A string, 8th fret. So we're going to have to play a F chord with this melody note in it. So you know you can't play this way down here because that's too far. So if you know how to play the B flat chord, you're just going to play that same shape up here at the 8th fret, and that's going to be F. And we're going to back to wonder, A string, 7th fret. Again, we're going to need to fret that 1 string since these other 3 strings are tuned to a note in the C chord. But we can also play it as it's shown there in the chord sheet, the 3rd C chord. So same like the G shape you play down here, just play that at the 7th fret. Or you can just still play just the 1 finger with that G shape. Then what you are, the what is a G chord. So the melody note's on the 5th fret. So we're going to play that. Then if you look at the chord sheet, we're going to play the C and the E strings at the 7th fret. And go back down where we started again. And up above the world so high. We've played these chords already. So we're going to back up to the 10th fret again, C chord. Play that one finger, C, or add the other note on the 8th fret above. That B flat shape down here, just play that at the 8th fret above in the C. World. You play that one finger, play that the G shape in the G chord. So this may take a little practice to get to this. This may be the only sort of tricky chord, I think, or maybe this one too, if you're not used to playing it for that F. And that repeats like a diamond in the sky. We're going to back up to 10 again, like that. B flat shape for the F in that one finger on the 7th fret, or this in the sky. And go back down to the beginning, up 10th fret, up to the 12th fret. Remember strumming just the bottom 3 strings. Back to 10, A, F chord, sorry, C, G, back down to C. So, you know, that's the melody notes and the different chord shapes for those melody notes up the neck. So just take some practice. It's not too difficult. And as you can see, the C chords that you play, you can just really only play those with one finger if you want. Or try to add some other combination of strings that still have all the notes in the C chord and play it that way. G, you notice on the chord sheet, G is this 5th A string 5th fret, and I've noted another way you can play the G chord. That may be a little difficult to get to from way up here. And so whatever I also talked about in the initial video, I add some other things to kind of spice up the songs. You can add some maybe hammer-ons or slides, and add some other notes, transition notes. So instead of just starting off, this sounds good. If you want, you can slide up from 2 to 3. Then go up to 10. Then you play that F chord. So that's the melody notes at the 12th fret. So we can actually go up to the 14th fret. Back down to 10. So you can play it. Use your pinky to hit the 14th fret. Back to 10. Then that F shape. The C. G. Then when you're playing the G chord, you can use your pinky to play the 7th fret on the A string. Back down to the C. So from here you can say what, play what, you, and you can hammer on if you want. Up to you, however you want to do it. And when you're playing this F chord, you can also use your pinky. Play the 10th fret on the A string. C, 1, go up from the 7th to A, 1, G, what, you, again that 7th fret, what, you, go up to 8th fret, transition note, again, like a diamond in the sky. Hammer on, twinkle, So there you go, just some other things to spice up the song, make it not so plain. So just keep playing around with that. And just for after some practice, you'll be able to get faster and faster. So if you have any other questions, post them down in the comment section below. And and be working on the next video, part 3, Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Same key of C, but we're going to play the melody notes down here on the first 3 frets. So we're not, running out of the fret spacing's a lot bigger, and strings are going to ring out. So it's probably I like the sound of it just down in this range. This is a good exercise to pick out the melody notes up here and try to figure out different chords that fit. So I hope this was helpful. Again, if you have any comments, questions, post below. Video is helpful, like the video and subscribe to my channel. And thanks for watching. Mahalo. And I'll be posting up part 3 soon.